Quickly. Hello. Hi guys, welcome back. No, that's not right. What up? I'm Kate, that there is D. How is everyone? How are you doing? My phone's just told me that we're live. Thank you, phone.
Yes, I did mine.
I am well aware. I'm here. How is everyone? How are you, Chuckles? You've been doing? What have you been up to?
Gaming again. Honestly,
really?
It's the third week in a row. It's been gaming. It's ridiculous. I've got my full-on
That's a
gaming mode.
surprise.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Didn't know that.
I took a break last night and went on Jeds, so yeah.
You did? Yeah. And I shortly
That's what
followed.
to be fair. Yeah.
Like a little lost puppy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they were going to drop you for me at one point, so we were like,
fair,
he hasn't said anything.
Dropped. It was so hard to get a word in edgeways last night. It was ridiculous.
Well, I'd started typing a message. I'd started typing a message saying, "I'm not going to take your spot." Because I hadn't planned on coming on, I hadn't. But when you went on, I started listening, and then I was like, "Oh, there's a space. I may as well go on, show my voice because I didn't show my face." Hello, some spread lies, others know the truth. Who is who? You need to change your name because it's too loud for me to shout out every week. Please fix this immediately. Hello, madam. Hello, Mick. Hello, Jen. Hello, Chris. How is everyone? What y'all doing? Quit yo jibber jabber.
Oh, pardon me.
So what else you been doing? Have you just been gaming?
Just been gaming pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I need a few more bits before I can get on with the resin now. I need to find something round that resin isn't going to stick to, basically. Or cylindrical. So yeah, but anyway, I'll figure it out.
Do you want to know what I did this week?
I was just about to say, have you done anything this week?
I have. I watched Jed's coin collection video and I was very happy that they were finally here. Oh my gosh. So long.
You got a shout out there because it was like all your fault for like him doing the videos now.
Because I mithered him.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, I did. Well, because he'd posted them quite quickly, the first few videos, and I was like, oh, cool. I got something to watch. That's great. Because you're not posting anything because you're fucking useless.
I did my ancestry.
Yeah, well, yeah, but like you haven't posted anything in like the past 3 weeks. Getting bored.
I have been terrible. Like I say, gaming mode, it's one or t'other, it seems. Yeah. I can either be gaming or YouTubing.
I've got hiccups. You can do both. I was editing a video and playing my Xbox simultaneously this morning. I don't know if Trig told you that that's what I was doing this morning because I saw you were in my party. Are you still in my party? I know I still have a party going.
No, I just left it. Yeah, I was in the party. I was gaming with them earlier. Then I stopped to eat and set this up. So yeah.
Yeah, well,
I've just done the Xbox off. So
I disappeared at like 12:30. I was like, Trig, I'll be back in a bit, and I haven't gone back. I'm still in the party.
You haven't missed much. We did have a good run on ranked earlier. Actually, we only got 2 losses, so yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice. Madam says, I want to know who started your fake ancestry.
Yeah, I will get to that in a future video. Like I say, well, once my mum's got this stuff sorted, I'll kind of add it in with that. So make it a little bit more interesting because the stuff she's going to find will be stuff that I've not actually seen, that I've just heard about. So yeah. And Rocker, how's it going, man? We play Warface on Xbox. I think I've added you on Xbox. I think you're like DJ Rocker or something.
You're the #1 clan, motherfucker.
Yeah, we're the #1 clan. What I'll do if you start playing it is, yeah, we'll give you a trial if you want. But be warned.
Sorry, but you're not an officer. I'm the clan master.
I gave up my officery because I was fed up of having to deal with shit.
Yeah, I know.
And I've taken a long break.
Play with
it only seems fair. But I'll be getting back soon. As soon as I get 1 million points on, and I'm halfway there already. So.
Well, I'm keeping track. So yeah, if you guys haven't already seen Dee's ancestry video, go check that out. It's on his channel, Eternal Padawan.
Yeah,
It's
should I know?
surprising.
Can I be asked to I'll put a link in the chat. Why not?
Yeah, put
Save
the
me
link in.
some
Put
time.
the link in. I don't know if you wanted to mention any of it here, or if you wanted people to go there, or what.
Yeah, they can go and
Because
watch it. Give me
okay,
some views,
because
can't
I
they?
was gonna say
Oh,
I'm
bloody hell,
really
it's at
surprised.
94 views already. That's just doing all right.
Nice. I haven't checked it myself, but I was gonna say I was surprised that they didn't check the region you thought that it was. Like it didn't look like they checked there. Have you
It
explored
did
further
look
and
like it
found?
was mixed, and no. See, this is what I mean. Gaming mode, yeah. I've not even gone back and checked it out. I was going to the next day. I had full intentions. I woke up and we started gaming, and that was it. Because we had
Do you know
that
what?
mission yesterday, didn't we? The hard mission that we could run in 6.5 minutes. So
As opposed to like 15, because we're pro.
yeah,
I'll have to start getting you to go off and do stuff while we're online. I'll have to like remind you, like, go and do this, go and do that.
yeah, yeah. I
I've got
mean,
a busy week ahead.
it's very easy for me to procrastinate. Yeah, when I'm in gaming mode, like I say, because game's always an excuse. It's like, I just game instead. It's easier. But yeah. But anyway, that link I just put in the chat there. That's for my ancestry video. Rainbow Six? No, never played Rainbow Six. I mainly play Warface. If there's other
Yeah,
games I
same.
play, it's usually solo gaming that I do. It's like I'm playing 2 Point
We.
Hospital at the moment. Yeah. But it's a single player game. So
Yeah, we've been playing that as well. It's essentially, yeah, we mentioned it last week. It's essentially Theme Hospital. I don't know if any of you guys played that, but we've been rocking the fuck out of that. It's been great. It's been great. Yeah.
yeah, I'm very sleep deprived. I've literally been staying up all night some nights playing it. I mean, at the moment, I'm exhausted. I don't even know how I can talk right now. I'm that ready to drop.
If it
Uh,
helps, I'm all right.
yeah, yeah.
If
Well, you
that
can be the
makes you
life
feel
of
any better.
the party tonight, then. Yeah. But,
So
do you want to get to the
I've filmed
subject?
3 videos. Well, I know I
Oh, go
was going
on.
to talk
No, go
about
on.
me,
Yeah, no,
if
that's
that's all
fine.
right with you.
Yeah,
I was going to
that's
say I
all
filmed
even.
3 videos, um, and I've got to edit. I'm going to be editing them this week, and I may end up posting literally a video a day because I've got so much to do. Like March and April seems to be the busiest time for people who are growing shit. And because I wanted to track it all, I got loads to record, loads to edit, loads to post. So,
Well, I suppose yes, it's
so
time to plant the seeds at least now, and it's they're sprouting, ready to go
yeah,
out in spring. Yeah.
exactly, yeah. So and I still haven't finished this thing, which I can't really show
Oh.
you all of it because
Yeah.
still haven't finished that. I finished one of them. It's outside. That video is coming out soon, but this big one, I still have not finished it. My dad lent me a diamond saw about 5 weeks ago now, and I've still yet to use it.
Yeah.
So, bottom brain. But yeah, no, that was all I was going to say regarding myself. So coronavirus seems to be every YouTuber, every news outlet, every person you meet in the street. Not that I meet people in the street because I don't go outside, but there is a lot of it. Okay, Dan works outside, so Dan knows the tea. But it seems like everybody, all they're doing, oh fuck off, Chris. I love watching cakes plant seeds. Don't watch it then. Gets my motor going. I bet it does, you saucy man. But yeah, no, coronavirus seems to be all and everything anybody is talking about. It is
Even in
insane. We were
Xbox
talking.
parties, like that are like mainstream friends and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
a
mean, I
mainstream
called
friend.
one of them Hitler the other night. I mean, I literally. Yeah.
That was bad. It was so defensive. It was I'll do anything to, I'll do anything, any means necessary to protect yourself and to protect the country and stuff. I'm like, protect it from what?
Yeah, so you're a fascist then, eh, Hitler?
And then he was like, oh god.
Yeah.
But it is, and I see all of this scaremongering bullshit and this craziness, and I mentioned it last night on Jed's that I loads of my like normie friends sharing the different songs where the verses last for 20 seconds, so you know how long to wash your hands. Exactly. Exactly. In case you guys didn't know how to wash your hands, you have to do it for 20 seconds and sing a song because you're a child.
Songs next. If you
Oh,
masturbate
yes,
longer than
please.
this, it's too long.
If you masturbate longer than this, your eyes are going to burn. You're going to go blind, motherfucker. Whoops. That's how I need glasses.
Yeah, washing your fucking hands. Surely we've all been washing our hands since we were kids. We're pretty well versed in it by now, surely.
Right? So yeah, everybody's.
Yeah, apart from my lighter finger, yeah, my hands are clean. My lighter finger's
Mine have a bit of makeup
because
on.
my lighter's old and dirty. So yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking crazy how many people are scared. My manager sent me a picture. She was just doing her normal weekly shop, and she sent us a picture in our work group chat of the pasta shelf completely bare. Like everybody had just like bulk buyed a load of pasta, and then the assistant manager sent us a picture of the toilet roll aisle in his local shop, and that was completely bare. It's like, firstly, coronavirus doesn't give you the shits. It's a virus. It's a cold. It's a strain of the common fucking cold. So if you want scaremongering, leave, because you're not going to get it here. Firstly, it's.
Well, I like that meme you put on Facebook.
Which one? I put many.
Scooby-Doo one.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Hang on, let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can. Yeah, you did share it. It got quite a few shares actually. I was surprised because I have a lot of people on my friends list who don't think for themselves and who think for.
Yo, lad. Paul, how's it going?
I'm on Dan's Facebook. I don't like it. I feel uncomfortable. Let's type my name in. I feel like I'm snooping, even though it's sat right there. I'm not, I swear. Babe, you've got 3 messages. Yeah. It's alright. I have like 12. Don't worry. Honestly, there's only a few people that I open messages from. Dee's one of them. We'll start with this meme in a second. You can screen share in a second.
Yeah, just say where, man, and I'll pop it up.
Oh well. Come on, your laptop's so slow, babe. So I'm going to show you guys a meme in a sec, and then I'm going to show you. Before this show, about an hour before I started getting ready, I went onto the Up Day or whatever it is, the Samsung News on my phone, because I wanted to see how many news sources were talking about coronavirus. It was a lot.
All of them.
4 out of 11 of the major news things on the page was coronavirus. Yeah. Your laptop's just too slow. All right. Well, I can't find the meme, so you can't see the meme. All right. You can screen share, Chuckles.
There will be people looking, lining up for the vax. I mean, there's people lining up right now for. Is that one there? No, it wasn't that one. Oh, you can't find the meme, you said.
No, I can't find the meme. Okay, so the first one is the death toll soars in Italy to 366. Now, I believe that is a higher percentage than anywhere else in the country of deaths, in terms of percent-wise, in terms of how many people have contracted it and how many people have died from it. Now, this picture, I'm pointing to it. You can't fucking see me pointing to it. Can't see my arm. This one was more of a, do you guys have any theories or thoughts on why more people will be dying in Italy percentage-wise than anywhere else? Do you, Chuckles?
Italy has quite an old population, don't they? So they live quite long in Italy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Why.
I feel like Italy and maybe like the south of France, parts of Spain, Gibraltar, places like that where a lot of Europeans and
English. Put it in the chat there, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I think you probably hit the nail on the head there.
This is what I was going to say. This is where people go to retire. people across Europe will go and retire in places like Florence in Italy, because Florence is beautiful and I want to go there. The south of France is a very popular place, like I said, Gibraltar. These are all places where older people, especially in England, move over. So that's why I was thinking, and I'm glad you guys thought the same. That's why that one is. Right, let's look at the other ones. I don't know which order these are. Oh, here's another one. Largest single. Oh, you'll see Dee's face in the top. Well, it's not Dee's face. It's Dee's avatar thing from Facebook
avatar
at the top.
picture for Facebook. Yeah. It's a time lapse of me spinning
Yeah.
a lightsaber. It's a very old one. That. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? I honestly
Yeah.
I just thought it was a blue and black and white light. I didn't think to question what it was. I've never clicked on your pictures. But this one here, you've got the largest single day rise in UK coronavirus cases. Coronavirus? It's coronavirus. Cronus is the thing that people are using on their controllers to put to make it keyboard and mouse. That's what it's called. It's Cronus Max. That's why that's in my head. Okay, coronavirus. There we go. It's in my brain. 273 people now in the UK, which apparently is the largest amount of people. This is the one that you can't see. Oh, you can see my cursor. This is the one. Yeah. So supermarkets bring in rationing to prevent panic buying. And this one was the one that probably made me laugh the most because of the amount of people that are going fucking crazy, bulk buying a load of crap that they don't fucking need. Like I was just in another stream. I wasn't in it, but I was watching it. And they were talking about how they know loads of people who are like buying loads of tinned goods, buying loads of other stuff. And I was sitting there thinking, well, this isn't going to affect us because we buy fresh food. Like we buy vegetables that you chop up and cook, not things from a tin. So I can't imagine people like stop buying bananas, bulk buying bananas. But yeah, the fact that supermarkets have now had to put a limit on the amount of, I think there's a few supermarkets near me where you can only buy like one bottle of bleach and one bottle of hand sanitizer. And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it worse for you to use hand sanitizer because it weakens your immune system, makes you more susceptible to germs if you're always in a sterile environment?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you were to use it every day, don't get me wrong. If I was going in and out of a hospital, I might be tempted to.
Oh yeah.
To at least wash my hands. I don't like sanitizers because they tend to leave your hands sticky.
Go sticky. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah, but if I go to the doctors, I always use the hand thing to go in, and when I come back out as well, because they don't get clean. The doctors' chairs and stuff don't get cleaned in between patients. I don't know what thing that the person in front of me could have a stomach bug. And then the final one here, this one here, keep calm and wash your hands. How to avoid coronavirus. As
what
the
about
number
that little
of
video? Have you got that, or is?
I could not find it. I couldn't find it earlier when I was looking for it because I didn't share it. I don't think.
Yeah. Well, anyway, there was this brilliant video that Kate shared on Facebook, and there's this public health advisor woman, and well, you tagged me in it anyway. You've tagged me in treatment.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'll find it in a minute. Hang on, take the share screen off again so I can go on Dan's Facebook.
There you go.
I've just got a news report on my phone as well. Third person has just died.
Not laughing about the news report, obviously not about somebody dying. That's never a good thing.
All right, I've got the GIF. Hang on, let me see if I can get this on big screen. All right, let's. How do I zoom? Oh God, I don't understand. I'm used to a tablet, not a laptop. So, where's the zoom? That's the easiest of lot again. Okay, it's not zooming. Oh God. Oh, I've definitely broken something. I don't like technology at all in the slightest.
I thought you younger people were supposed to be able to just like sort technology like that.
No, I've broken the screen. Oh, fuck me with a rake.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So I can see it in the back screen here. So.
Yeah, well, it's zoomed too far now. Pause your shit.
It's right, I've not shared it yet, don't worry.
No, not you. Pause the GIF. Me. Okay. I'm just going to have to do it with the friends list on it, and they're just going to have to not sue me. All right, go on then.
Sorry, I lagged out for a second then. Go on,
Okay,
are
you
you
can do
ready?
it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just going to have to do it with the people because I can't change it. But here you go. Here's the GIF. Start working on not touching your face, because one main way viruses spread is when you touch your own mouth and nose, eyes.
Honestly, you can write it. You couldn't fucking write it.
And then the last thing I was going to read to you was just to fucking prove. You can put the share screen back on. I've got rid of that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Coronavirus in figures. 80,000 people are sick with coronavirus at the moment, of which 77 are in China. This means that if you are not from China, then this should remove 96% of your worries. Also, with the coronavirus, 81% of the cases are mild, 14% of the cases are moderate, and only 5% of the cases are critical. If you're under 50 years age and not living in China, you are more likely to win the lottery, which is a 1 in 45 million chance. The death rate for people under 50 years old is only 0.2%. On the worst day so far, 108 people in China died of coronavirus. But on the same day, 26,283 people died of cancer, 24,641 people died of heart disease, 4,300 people died of diabetes. And on that day, suicide unfortunately took more lives than the virus did by 28 times. Furthermore, mosquitoes kill 2,740 people every day. Humans kill 1,300 fellow humans every day, and snakes kill 137 people every day. Worry over. That is the fucking perspective.
Yeah.
That it's just insane. Like, I just the media needs to fucking call its jets and chill the fuck out and stop.
No, yo, Jed, how's it going? Yeah, no,
Hey,
it
Jed.
really does. It really does. It's ridiculous, and like I said, it's one of the first is the whole Fearporn thing. It literally is. I mean, that was a shame you can't find that meme. I'm going to see if I can find it.
Hey, Jed. I might be able to find it now that the laptop's working a bit faster.
Oh,
So
that's
how
not
are
the
you guys?
exact one, but that's
I
not.
found
Yeah,
it.
this isn't the exact. Oh, you've got it. Excellent. Okay, then.
Yeah. Let me click on it so that you can actually see it.
Right. You ready?
There you go. Yep. Let's see what makes coronavirus so dangerous. The media. And that is just bang on.
It
that
is.
picture.
Yeah. It was brilliant. I thought that was excellent. So
Paul just said it's the media's job to sow fear, and yeah, it is. Yeah, it really. But, well, it wasn't originally, but it does seem that that's kind of what it's,
it's
merged
become that
into.
way again. Like all organisations, it's been co-opted and corrupted, and it's a conspiracy, Tyler. That's right, Taylor.
He says it doesn't exist. I believe it exists. I believe it's a thing, but I don't believe it's as big a deal as it is. But I feel like we're making even a more bigger deal than we did with like Ebola and the Zika virus and all that. I feel like we're making it a lot more than
again,
you
was
know.
constant fear. See, like I said, we really are living in 1984 at the moment. I mean, it's becoming more and more obvious. No, you can't, Paul, because you're not a moderator, and I can't make you a moderator because. Oh, wait there. Give me a second.
I can't reach. I definitely think it's population control, though, but the news does want people to freak out. See, I if you'd have asked me 2 weeks ago if I thought it was population control, I'd have said yes. But now I don't. Like, reading the stats and reading the figures and reading actually how many people this is actually harming. Even if like 10% of the elderly people are killed out that catch this, I still don't think that's population control. I don't think that enough people are dying for us to consider it population control. I mean, we've had coronavirus for what, 5 weeks now?
Right. Yeah. Again.
No, I mean in public eye.
Well, yeah, but it could, again, this is early
No,
stages.
I know it is, but I mean, what?
Yeah,
Dan said this is just this strain, and I know it's this strain, but I mean, in terms of it being a big thing in the news and people contracting it and it being spreading as quickly as people are saying it is and the media going crazy, I think it's only been 6 weeks since the media has been going ape shit over it. Because I remember my dad, the day after we got the news report, I believe we got the news report on a Friday or a Saturday, and either on the Saturday or the Sunday, I can't remember which day was my dad's, but my dad was like, oh, have you heard about this coronavirus? And I said, yeah, I'm not worried. And he was like, yeah, but it's spreading fast. And I was like, I mean, one, it's in China, and two, everybody panics about Ebola, everybody panics about Zika, it's fine. Like, I on the most part, like, my household and the people I know are relatively healthy and have good immune systems, so they're probably going to be fine. Found a thing on YouTube here called The Newsbenders from 1968, really worth a watch. It's about faking the news. People are definitely panicking, though. I went to the grocery store yesterday and it felt like it felt really eerie. People are panicking. Cheers, do take it away now before the power corrupts.
Yes. Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, like I say, we're not. Yeah, this isn't really a wrench channel. Like,
no, definitely not. It feels weird that me being able to see that.
Yeah,
as
if you
blue.
ever want to put links in, and if I can, I will jump on, give you a wrench. You can put your link in, and then take it away from you. So yeah.
Yeah. Alternatively, we could have an email set up on the laptop where I can copy and paste them in. But yeah, I don't think I now no longer think it's about population control. I think it's more about control of the population.
It's mind
control. If that makes sense.
It's just it's more mind control.
Yeah. I don't think that it's to shorten the numbers, because you're not going to drastically shorten the numbers like this.
No, even 2%, even if it killed 2% of everyone in this realm, then that's not population control, really. It's really it's a splash, a drip in the ocean. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. Cancer kills more people. Speaking of which, I had my friend's funeral on Tuesday. That's weird. It's so weird burying somebody that is the same age as you when you're so young. Because I am young. Fight me. But it just feels so. I don't know the word. Yeah, fucking weird is the.
I can empathise, but I can't sympathise, because unfortunately, not unfortunately, I'm very lucky
Thankfully,
so far as I haven't had anyone close to me die. I mean, my dad died, but I wasn't close to him. I hadn't seen him for 20 odd years and stuff, and I'd only seen him a few times as a kid and that anyway. So I mean, it was. But yeah, apart from that, like I say, because my mum's the black sheep of her family. So I've never really been around family, so I've never really got close to anyone like that. So yeah, I'm, touch wood, relatively like death free in my close vicinity anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I buried my dad's one of my, well, I didn't personally, we buried my dad's like very good friend. I called him my uncle. My dad met him when I was when my dad was like 16 or 17, and then we had to bury my nan and then her partner. I didn't really care about her partner. I know that sounds really bad, but he treated my nan like garbage. So and he treated me like garbage and shouted at my brother for going to university, being all, people don't learn crafts anymore, they just go to university. And I was like, whilst I agree, what my brother wants to do requires a fucking degree, okay? So you can you know. But yeah, so the only person really close was my nan, really. And now my friend. It's just so weird being so young. That's the thing. Like, if we were 60, you'd be, I kind of want to make a joke though on Tuesday, because my friend was very much a light-hearted, jokey person, and I want to make the joke that all of the people I will see at this funeral I won't have seen for 10 years because we went to college. So I want to make the joke of, I'll see you guys at the next one. Yeah, because I know that my friend would have really appreciated that. Like, he would have really fucking, he'd have said it himself. If like I had died, that is what he would have said. And I was thinking about it last night after we got off Jed's. That it's just, even though we're young, this feels like the start of where we only see each other at funerals, So yeah, let's catch up. So I'm wrong. Lol, Paul, wronged cakes. Okay, we're having a shortage of masks here in Canada. People have been stealing bunches of them at hospital. Yeah, we've also had people over here stealing the hand sanitizer in hospitals as well. For 3 years in a row, my aunt, her daughters, then her son. Oh, that sucks, Paul. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I can't say I've gone into a load of shops the other day, but I did go into a pound shop the other day, and I thought while I was walking around I would look for hand sanitizer, not because I was going to buy any, just to see if the rumours that you can't find it anywhere are true. And I figured one place you'd find it is a pound shop, and yeah, I couldn't find a single hand sanitizer anywhere.
Yeah, Trig can't find any either, because he was on about getting more for his daughter. I was like,
like I wasn't looking to buy it. I just wanted to confirm that you can't find it anymore. Because not being funny, usually you walk into a pound shop, up the first aisle with all the like toothpaste and everything. You've usually got all the like hand sanitizing stuff and all of that stuff. So yeah,
just buy some fucking soap. Wash your fucking hands.
I don't know. I won't be buying anything. I'll be sticking to my normal routine, like I say.
That's what I mean.
Like, anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I know you do. And actually, the founder of my work put a post on Facebook, either earlier today or yesterday, saying why they're recommending soap, and it's because our soaps change the pH balance in your skin. Our skin is usually quite acidic, which is where bacterial microbes and virus microbes thrive. But the soap that we sell changes that to be more alkaline, which isn't as habitable as acid.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, microbes can grow in most conditions on the human skin, regardless. So that's just how
we
viruses and bacteria
them,
transfer.
So,
well, no, we wouldn't. We have our good bacteria, but that's another reason why you shouldn't overwash your hands as well, because you're going to get rid of the good bacteria. And that's why I personally think daily constant use of hand sanitizer is not good. Like, you got, I hear of like hairdressers and nail salon people and makeup artists getting colds all the time. And I personally believe that's because in between each client, they have to sanitize their hands, not just wash their hands. They have to use hand sanitizer.
Yeah,
I don't think that's good.
I mean, it could be the fact that they are coming into contact with so many different people all the time as well. That would definitely be a factor in those sorts of jobs. It's like teachers and stuff as well. Like, I imagine they get sick more often than most people because they're dealing with kids' germs all day and stuff.
Well, yeah, but so do I. Like, I touch probably 30 people in a day at work and like put stuff on their hands, but I'm not sanitizing my hands after I wash them with just normal soap after I've touched a person, because your people are nasty.
Twice a month's just overdoing it. ridiculous.
It's crazy. Like yesterday, VB said to me, "You should wash yourself every day," and I was like, no, you shouldn't. Actually,
Well,
it gets rid of the good oils and the
washing
good stuff.
water, maybe. I'd agree, like washing water every day, yeah. But using products of any sort every day, no. It's just,
yeah. No, having a rinse, that's great, but yeah, don't be fucking scrubbing yourself down all the time. You're gonna get rid of all the good shit. Like my hair, I probably wash that twice a week at best. Like I definitely always wash it on a Sunday, so like this is freshly washed, just so it's nice and floaty for you guys.
I have more trouble keeping my beard clean, so that I do have to wash quite regular. Otherwise, I just get all this like beard dandruff all that around here. Like it's
yeah,
horrible.
you said
That's got to be kept clean. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's different to hair. Howard Hughes madness. The microbes are coming to get me. Okay, sure. Don't know who Howard Hughes is.
I don't know. It's not popped up for me yet. I'm still on pause for 3 years.
Anyone
now,
heard from Free? Hopefully, COVID-19 has had a run-in with her too. I haven't heard from Free since last Monday because she replied to my comment. I replied back to her. She replied back to me, and then she left it. And she didn't reply after then because I just laughed at her and told her she was pathetic. It's like, oh, you're ugly. Okay, hun, that's fine. You can have your opinion. And I said to D after, I said to him, I wanted to comment saying that attractiveness and visual appearance is completely subjective. I mean, some of you may think I'm absolutely stunning. Some of you may think I'm the ugliest person on the planet. And that's fine because I think a lot of the time beauty is subjective. It's in the eye of the beholder. And that's true. Like, you know, I mean, D said that he finds some women attractive, and I'm like, I don't think they're attractive at all. But that's because we all have our own individual tastes. But then I decided that that's probably too long of a comment for me to put. So I was just like, you're pathetic. Lol. Goodbye.
No, she is. She's
Thank you, Taylor.
Fucking loco.
She's a fucking psychopath. She really is a fucking weird person. And it's just too snowflakey for the internet. Like, just too sensitive and too wishy-washy. Like, grow a fucking backbone, you scrub.
Pour me another drink.
Yeah. Oh, yes, please. Speaking of which, where's my tea? He started another game. I passed him my cup. He went for a cigarette, sat back down, and he started another game. And I feel so unloved and so uncared for. Did you hear him? Oh, give a silver.
Surely she's got some white knights out there still, Cabbage. Come on.
Yeah, she's got to still have. She's got to have some pathetic little men that want to get their dicks wet. It's just the way it is. Like, even if a woman is completely hated by loads of people,
yeah, I suppose if she gets desperate, she can always go back to Jamie anyway, can't she?
Yeah, because did she get rid of Jamie or did he get rid of her? Do you know?
I have no clue.
Because somebody mentioned it last week.
Not been around there anymore, so.
Weird. If Jen's still here, maybe Jen can answer that. She was here. She mentioned your beard. You ignored her.
Oh, what can I say? It's getting long now. Yes, it's getting long now. It grows. That's
usually how hair works. Us too, with saying things at the same time. Like, we definitely did it at least twice yesterday. I can't remember them, but I remember thinking we were so in tune.
That was crazy, wasn't it?
For some context, it's going to be really boring context for you guys, but I'll tell it you anyway. So in the game that we play, you can smash like the pots that are on the ground. And there were these massive giant pots that can fit a person in them. And I smashed both of them. And one of our friends was like, you know, telling me off for smashing the pots. Like, he was joking. And then he was telling the story to our other friend. And our other friend was like, yeah, I don't blame him. And then B and D at the same time was like, yeah, well, I wanted to make mosaics.
Yeah.
So, I told you it was boring for you guys.
in unison, like.
It was at the same time. But yeah, like I said, I knew that yeah, see, Cabbage was like, yeah, boring. Well, for us it wasn't, and you know, fight me.
Yeah.
So what else have you guys been up to then? Go on, tell me what you've been doing. How have you been, everybody? What have you
And
been
Jed,
doing?
fuck you, keep abandoning your fucking streams, you fucker.
How dare you last night?
Rude.
To be fair,
So
I was
rude.
like, I was just sat there listening, essentially. I may as well have just stayed in the chat, to be honest. Like, as soon as ISC came, I may as well have just dipped out and just listened, because I had nothing to bring to that party. Like, she was saying everything, well, everything that I wanted to say, she said, and everything I didn't want to say, she said. Do you know what I mean? Like, she kind of covered all the bases,
Yeah.
base
Yeah,
eyes
no,
of
see,
what
I
anybody
really
could have said.
enjoyed. No, I really enjoyed her on the panel, and I think a lot of people weren't, or a few people weren't so keen in by the end of it. But anyone who's into the sci-fi stuff and can hold a conversation as quite and as in depth as we were getting with some of the stuff, the Star Trek stuff, yeah, that's cool.
Well, I mean, when she started talking about Star Trek and Star Wars, I was just like,
Yeah.
But before then, I even messaged Dee midway through, and I was like, I like her. She's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't like her hat, but you know. Oh, I wanted to mention something else as well before VB gets here. It's International Women's Day.
Is it? Oh my god, they've even given bitches a day.
I know. I've said this every single year when the TV's telling me that it's International Women's Day. I was like, where's International Man's Day? I don't understand.
Is there an international? Right, I'm gonna.
I don't think there is.
International Man's Day.
Ow! I just hit my knee. Poor knee. I don't think there is an International Man's Day. I might be wrong. But you know, the feminists will have something to say if there is.
International Men's Day is Thursday, the 19th of November. So yes, we have one. So fuck you all.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even know it existed. I honestly didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, International Women's Day.
There we go. Yeah, International Men's Day is because 76% of suicides are men, 85% are homeless are men, 70% are homicide victims are men, 40% of domestic abuse victims are men. Men are the majority victims of violent crime. Men on average serve 64% longer in prison. Men on average are 3.4 times more likely to be imprisoned than women when both committed the same crime. There. Yeah, we live in a patriarchy. So much toxic masculinity going on nowadays.
I know. Paul says, and a straight pride march. I don't think we need a straight pride march, to be perfectly honest. Because straight people don't get beaten and dragged through streets on the back of cars, like hanging on a chain for their sexual orientation. And straight people don't have to put up with prejudice.
No, straight people never have to put up prejudice. Never.
What, prejudice because of their sexual orientation?
No, but sexual orientation, any reason for prejudice is an equal reason for prejudice. There is no greater or worse prejudice.
So sorry, when have you been attacked for being straight?
I've never been attacked for being straight. I'm not. No, I don't think we need a pride for being. This is the whole. I think nobody needs a pride march. This is the thing. You just need to have that pride in yourself. You don't need to group together to prove that you have pride. That just shows you're a coward.
No, I disagree completely. I think for me, and from speaking to a lot of gay people about pride, I think that it is
they still need an anchor because they're insecure snowflakes still at this stage in the whole homosexual agenda.
No.
And rightly so, because they've been treated like shit. But that's not the point.
I don't think it's that. From again, what I was going to say, from speaking to people who attend Pride, the reason they go to Pride is to stand up and to show the people in other countries where it's not legal, where they're being beaten up, that there are people here standing up for them, supporting them, because it does still happen in other countries and it's sick. Do you know? Let me give you another example. So my work launched a soap called #GayIsOK. Russia would not allow Lush to sell that soap in Russia. That's not okay.
That's
That is
fine.
prejudice.
No,
No, it's not. No, it's not. Why?
Well, because most people in Russia wouldn't buy it anyway, because they're still very fucking racist people.
But that's not okay. Why is it okay for people?
Why is it okay for you to write, for gay people to go in and say, fuck you, we're selling this soap, it's going to cause a shitload of fucking trouble, but fuck all the trouble it causes, gay rights are more important.
But people are still being beaten and thrown off rooftops and shit like that for being gay in those countries. So
People being having all that done for many other reasons. Like I say, this whole gay thing, it's like I say, it really is. It's just a bullshit fucking excuse. Like I say, like the reason they have the whole pride thing is like I say, it's because they're all scared to stand up by themselves, so they need to stand up in a big group. Like I mean, again, it's self-responsibility thrown out the window.
Well, okay, but if they stand up for themselves by themselves, they're just going to get beat up.
Yeah.
Why?
Because of freedom. Because of freedom. Because people are free to hate.
So why should they have to stand up by themselves if they're just going to get beat up?
Well, they're not. I mean, there's many more gay people that don't get beat up than do get beat. Again, this is probably like a 2% problem, if that.
Well, in the population that's gay, in our country, yeah, definitely. In our country, definitely, but in other countries, definitely not. The 2% of the gay population, no, it's a hell of a lot more than 2% that get beat up and killed and murdered and beheaded for being gay, and that isn't okay.
No, it's no. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's okay to do those things to people. Yeah, I'm just saying putting the whole anchor of, oh, it's because I'm gay and well, don't act like a fucking gay out in public then. Like,
but but even if they don't act gay, people still get beat up. Even if they are seen walking with another man, not
because they were gay then, like
because they've said they're gay, or because somebody's seen them kiss another man.
Or is it just propaganda again to push the whole?
I don't.
Hoo-hoo, poor me, I'm a gay and I'm getting beaten up all the time.
No, I don't think it is. But I agree that it's a small problem compared to the other world's problems, and I agree that there are lots of different percentages of people. My brain's not making the words that I want. I agree that there's lots of different people who are being attacked for different things, and that's where, for me, the problem is that so many people are being attacked and abused for various different things when they should not be. Like, I don't understand. I guess it's because my generation is slightly different to other generations. Like, I don't understand why there is so much violence, you know? But
again, because we've been set against each other, that's why. This is what I mean. Gay is just another label to add to people that, and honestly, I mean, I'm a friend with a couple of gay people on Facebook, yeah, and you see them in some comments, oh, don't accept labels, don't do this, don't do that, and then in another fucking like post, they're like, oh, if you're not for trans, and don't turn up at gay pride and all this kind of stuff, and it's like, well, you were just saying no labels and stuff a minute ago, and now you're labeling like people who don't like trans, and they're just as fucked up as anyone else. Like, I mean, like, so yeah. But unfortunately, again, difference will set you aside and set you as a target. It's just the way it is.
But it shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't, because we veered away from natural law, so that's the way it is.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Back to natural law, unfortunately. Yeah. Like I say, in a natural law society, yeah, no, there would be nobody beating somebody up because of their sexuality, because you would be brought
it would
up
be accepted.
No, not even accepted. Just to not even, you wouldn't have to accept it, tolerate, or anything. It would be none of your fucking business. Simple.
Okay, it would be acceptable.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Acceptance is right. It would be normal. It would just be. If you get me, if it was, that's the thing, because we haven't practiced natural law, so we don't know how programmed we are into this gay stuff, because like I say, it does seem like the choice element is being brought back into this whole gay thing, especially with the whole Philip Schofield coming out at fucking whatever age he is. Like, oh, I've suddenly decided I'm gay. Like, yeah, fuck off. You had a wife and fucking kids. You fucking managed to get it up for her, but yet, oh no.
Paul said the utopia of wanting a world where no one gets offended or victimized for something someone else disagrees with is a pipe dream. This seems like a cop out. A lot of like, I'm not saying what you're saying here is a cop out, but whenever somebody goes, "Oh, it's just a pipe dream," it doesn't matter if it's just a quote unquote pipe dream in your opinion. That doesn't mean that that's not a justification for the way that things are.
Well,
it will never happen.
No, it is.
Blah, blah, blah.
Funny enough,
it's not.
I mean, well, no, like I say, the way things are is a justification for the way things are. Like I said, this is how it comes. It all comes back to you get what you deserve. Yeah, and as a society, we're getting exactly what we deserve. Like I say, it's yeah.
And then Cabbage Nicker says, "Is gay blocked in chat?" Nothing's blocked in our chat. Don't know if what YouTube blocks.
Yeah, we've got all comments allowed. So if anything gets blocked, it's because YouTube have blocked it. Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, sucks. YouTube doesn't care for free speech. I mean,
you've
just seen me indeed.
Blocked. Yeah, because you can on channels, you can go in and you can set certain words to be blocked and stuff. But we've not done any of that. We allow all comments. So yeah.
Yeah. See, if you're on my Twitch account, for example, quite a few racial slurs are blocked just because I don't want to see that, especially in the gaming community. Like, swear words aren't blocked, but I have racial slurs because a lot of the gamers can be assholes, and I just don't want to see that. Me personally.
Gaming terminology is not the most pleasant thing. No,
it's not. No. And when you're gaming and you're trying to focus on something, I don't want to be deleting comments, so it's just a lot easier for me to have racial slurs blocked. So I don't agree with. Well, you guys know I'm pretty PC when it comes to other races. Like, just be what you want, like I don't, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not racist in the slightest. So
sorry, you're making a point. I thought you were getting to a point.
No, I was just saying that I'm not I don't want to see it because I'm not racist.
Right, yeah, because you're not racist.
That's it. Yeah, like
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's bullshit. I don't understand that. There's so many things that I can't wrap my head around. Like, I can't understand why somebody would be prejudiced towards gay. I can't understand why somebody would be prejudiced towards different races. Like,
you're different. Again, using that word, it's different. That's all it is. If somebody's different from you in a way you don't like, it's not. No. I've lost it. I'm too tired for this. My brain is just shutting down. I do apologise. But yeah, no, but no, it's not. Sorry.
But yeah, no, I can't comprehend being horrible to somebody else because they have a different colour skin to you. That's.
See, it was normal when I was a kid. It was normal. It's like it wasn't even for kids. You called a black person a nigger because that was the racist. No, it wasn't even racist. You didn't even, like, as a child, I don't ever remember calling someone black because their skin was black. You just called black people niggers as an insult because that was an insult to them. It was nothing to do with race. That was just how you insulted them by using that word. So yeah, and like I said, it was perfectly normal. It wasn't even a big deal. Like, it was no worse than calling someone a twat or a cunt. Like, it was literally no worse. And even the black people that received it, they didn't even receive it any worse than that until it was made a big deal of, and then all of a sudden everyone was offended. And yeah. So it was like BBC. They took a whole. You go back and watch like 70s sitcoms and stuff, and they're using like wogs and
Love Thy Neighbour,
yeah, barkies and everything, like every racial slur.
What was it on Love Thy Neighbour? Sambo, yeah, Sambo on Love Thy Neighbour. Did you watch that? Chat, help me out,
the
because D should have watched it. It's in his era. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't know what I'm talking
no,
about.
I
No, look.
no, don't get me wrong. It's one that was in like it's in my field consciousness, but it's not one I actually watched.
Well, it was a white family or a white couple lived next door to a black family or a black couple. I can't remember. And he used to call him Sambo. And that was acceptable back then. Like, if you say Sambo in Birmingham, I don't know what it's like for the rest of the country, but I know that Sambo in Birmingham is not okay. You can't say that. Um, and like Dan was really shocked because in Ireland you call the Sambo as a sandwich. So he was like, "What?" Because like he said Sambo in the middle of Birmingham with loads of black people around, and I was like, "Holy shit, we're gonna get stabbed."
Yeah.
Because that would happen. It's Birmingham. Birmingham's terrifying.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing I was trying to say earlier. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
But for this, but I can understand that 100 years ago. You know, with
Well,
different races, I
we
can understand that.
evolved so much in 100 years, have we? Right? I mean, come on.
No, no.
Yeah.
I can understand based on the how we weren't multicultural or as multicultural, especially where I live, as we were 100 years ago. So I could understand people fearing different cultures because it would be the unknown. But after the Second World War, when loads of different countries helped us out and helped America out, and we had loads of different Sikhs and Muslims and different people from different areas and countries living here, I don't think there is an excuse now to say that people fear what they don't understand. Because again, especially where I live, where it's like 48% white, or sorry, 48% white British, where I live. So the fear of not understanding is not a palpable excuse. It's just not. And the same with gays. Again, 50 years ago, yeah, okay, it might not have been as understood or as widely talked about, or you know, as widely acceptable. Whereas now there isn't an excuse. You know, do you understand what I mean?
No, I understand what you're trying to say. I just don't agree with it. That's all.
What part don't you agree with?
The fact that you that well, all right, I agree that you don't understand it, but I don't agree there is anything need for you to understand. This is the thing, because people are different, and if you could understand everyone's motives, then what would be the point of having other people? If you get me.
Okay, I'll change it to I don't comprehend why people have to be a fucking cunt to other people just because they like to put their penis in other people. Like, why is it any of your fucking business
Well,
to get
if it
angry
wasn't
about?
that,
Like,
they'd
unless they're
find
trying to
another
shove their dick
excuse.
in your ear, that
Literally,
is
there
the
was a
only
social
reason for you to get
experiment.
cross.
There was a social experiment done, I think, in some university or college in America, where they told people that people with blue eyes were smarter than people with brown eyes. Yeah, and literally, like I think within a week, like everyone had turned on the stupider ones and stuff, like, and it was a complete and utter mess. Like, I mean, it was a joke, and again, we will find a reason to hate. We have hate and we have love. We have them both. You can't eliminate one or the other. Like, I mean, loving people hate haters. So I mean, even this is what I mean. Even all these loving, positive people have hate in them. They just choose not to recognize it because it doesn't suit their outlook of themselves.
I don't like prejudice. The left is eating itself, though. I think all the time there is pride festivals, the sexual orientation sandwich. It's not inclusive. It's making it different. Um, Again, I think that's because straight people haven't been ostracized for being straight. I don't need a pride.
See,
I don't
but
need to
you say
stand up for my
straight as
sexual.
if it's some kind of abnormal, weird thing. See, this is the thing. In nature, right, the vast majority is straight. Right? I mean, it really is. So it is the norm. Yeah. Again, there's no surprise to me that people outside of that are ostracized. It's not surprising to me at all. It doesn't. It does. I don't even feel sorry for those people. Well, I do, because obviously they're born that way and they can't help it. But there's, it's just the way it is. Like this is. It's almost as
But
loads
there's
of
you
like.
trying to justify it by saying that's the way it is. That isn't an okay statement at all. Like, oh
No,
yeah,
no,
a
like I say,
thousand years
if
ago
we
people
were all
got raped, but that's
practicing,
how it was. No, D, no,
yeah,
you can't justify people being fucking dragged on the back of cars by a fucking chain until they're dead. You cannot
people
justify
you
that by saying
can't. No,
that's the way it
people
is.
you
They're
can't.
different. Blah blah blah.
No.
Like you
But
cannot argue with
when
that.
you're trying to break it down, this is the whole thing. I'm not trying to break it down. Yeah, anybody dragged behind a car is a bad thing. I'm not trying to make it into just a gay fucking issue. Like, this is what I mean. If we were
Because
compassionate about people, it wouldn't matter what they were doing. But this is the thing. Because we're geared to ostracize difference, it's the way it is.
so that's the underlying issue. Yes, we should be more compassionate. Exactly, 100%. But when I was talking solely about gay people, I mean, gangs of people, yes, I'm sure they tie people to the back of the cars because they're in an opposite gang. And yes, that is different. So that's their reasoning behind it, is because they're in a different gang, blah, blah, blah. And that does not make it okay. But when I was solely talking about gay and somebody brought up gay needing a straight pride, we don't need a straight pride was my point, was my original point, was that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't need a
that's
straight
where
pride
it stemmed from,
because,
wasn't it?
yeah, how about you fuck yourself comments? But we don't need a straight pride because we have not been attacked for being straight. We have not been ostracized for being straight,
Right.
you know?
So, right, just put yourself into a position of like someone who hates something there, and then that thing suddenly standing up and going, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, I am what I am, fuck you, and you wouldn't expect a response from the people that you know hate you because they've always hated you, and you don't expect a response for that, an adverse response. I mean, come on, this logical thinking, like even in natural law.
But you're seeing
Acts.
it in a different way. You're seeing it in a different way. I'm seeing it from the perspective of the gay people who are standing up for other people in other countries and in other places, or people even in
Would they
this country
go
who
over
are
to
scared to.
those countries
No,
and
no, no.
have parades? It's
But
no good saying, "Oh, look
but
at us, how good we've got it. We can stay here and walk down the road in
but
no clothes with dildos hanging off our
yeah,
shoulders, dragging kids along with us,
okay,
and yet
but
you over there, they all hate you, so you can't have it. Fuck you guys."
okay. So my cousin took about 10 years. No, my cousin took. Well, I think my cousin was like 19 or 20 when he came out, because he was scared of how his family would react, because
Yeah.
my uncle was pretty anti-gay at the time, you know. So I think a lot of the time pride shows younger teenagers that are going through troubles, emotional troubles. They don't know whether they should come out, they don't know if they can come out, and stuff like that.
Right, so really the world hasn't changed at all then. That's what you're telling me there with that statement. Like, if people are still afraid to come out now, that means that the world hasn't changed at all. Gay pride has made no difference whatsoever.
I know it's
And in
definitely
fact,
made
it's
a
made things
difference.
worse
No, it's
because
definitely. See, you're being pedantic and you're playing devil's advocate too much. You know that that's not what I meant in the slightest. Don't be a cunt. You know that that's not what I meant in the slightest. You know that there are still quite a few families in this country who are against gays. I believe the majority of the people are, you do you. That's fine. But there are still quite a lot of people, and there's still people that are being bullied. I hate using the word bullied. There's still people. Oh, just chop my nose off.
I've got you all wound up there. Oh, please don't trigger.
I know you have, because you're being a cunt. You're being an asshole. You know you are. You know that you push my buttons whenever we talk about. Look, we haven't talked about transgender, gay people, or anything because he starts being a dick and playing devil's advocate even more than he normally does. And he does it because he knows it. You put your hands up and I swear to God, I'm going to cut your beard off, you motherfucking bold prick. But he does it. Fight me, bitch. But he does it because he knows how annoyed I get. I get so angry because I know that he can see exactly what I'm trying to say, and he does. You know exactly what I'm trying to say, but you twist it so I sound like a fucking lunatic.
No. If you perceive yourself as sounding like a lunatic, maybe you just need to decide how to phrase things down.
Well, I'm leaving. Go away. Let me catch up the chat, you butthole. Right. Just look at the poppy that was hijacked with a rainbow poppy. Now, see, I would wear a rainbow poppy not because it's gay, but because it's colourful and it's bright. Like, not because it's LGBT. But you yourself won't like rainbows, but don't like them anymore.
I used to love
because
rainbows.
Of what they stand for. Yeah. But I myself, I get the point Madame's trying to make, though. I do get the point you're trying to make, but I would wear them not because they're gay, but because like I'd think it'd be really cute and it would go with a lot of my outfits. And at work, you have to wear black and white.
Disrespect the whole point of the red poppy. Yeah, I get your disrespect. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, but come on, what does the red poppy really stand for?
You don't really care about all those hundreds of thousands
I don't wear
of people
poppies
that died during the wars and everything.
Yeah, I don't wear poppies. I'm a bitch. I legit never wear a poppy because I don't agree with corporations' war. I don't agree with fighting another person who, like in that war where people were drafted against other people who were drafted, where neither sides actually wanted to fight each other. It was literally just the people sitting on their
that's why so many bullets were used and like hardly anyone was like, well, there's still a lot of people killed, but a lot more people should have died because people were just shooting above the others' heads because they didn't want to kill anyone.
They didn't want to kill. So I don't wear poppies anyway, but I would wear I wouldn't. No, okay, if I was told you have to wear a poppy, pick one, I'd pick the rainbow one just because it's more colourful and that's kind of me. But governments can tell people to kill their fellow man or get that. Well, there you go. Exactly. My straight pride comment was a joke. Yeah, I got that. Cakes, they wouldn't dream of going over to other countries. No, of course they wouldn't, because they'd get lynched. Like, obviously not. But
because they have no pride because they're too afraid to show their pride in the real circumstance. Again, group mentality. Little bitch boys.
I think I'm going to go back to listening to my last 5.
But there's no way I'll go and get my ass kicked.
Obviously not. Self-preservation. Obviously not, D. You're a dick today. I love the war rainbows with the upper rainbows colour spectrum being inverted. It's a thinker.
Yeah, almost makes you think the Earth might be concave, eh, Paul? Wink, wink.
Oh God, the flat Earth conversation last night. Oh, that melted my brain. That melted my brain. Jed, we're in a pipe. We're in a long tube. The world is made out of my guttering. We're in the anus of the universe. That's what it is. We're just residing in a colon.
Spirals. That's all I'm going to say. Spirals.
What?
It doesn't matter. People who are on the right track will get what I mean.
Well, that's just rude. Let's be honest. Do you want to drop the link, by the way? Because we've been waffling for an hour and I've been shouting.
We've got another 50 minutes.
I still don't have tea. Yeah.
There you go, guys. If you want to jump in and say hello. Don't need to have any particular topic in mind. I think we've kind of gone off the corona topic anyway.
Well, I did say we'll start with corona and see where it takes us. It took us down a dark, deep path.
Paul, that's your fault. Asking loaded questions
I blame Paul. Right. Yeah. I'm just going to ignore I'm just going to ignore
But
any kind of
that one's fun
LGBT.
actually, because that was more like the kind of discussions we used to have before we started going live, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah, no, yeah. Me telling you that you're wrong, you telling me that I'm wrong.
yeah,
And then still be. Dude, that's what I love about us is that, like, I'm not. Like, I felt like I got quite heated, but I'm still. Dan's breaking the laptop. It's okay. I apologize. Like, we're still chill. Do you know what I mean? Whereas other people, I think, in this community would be too triggered by what each other says and would find they'd have to go one versus one, me bro. Yeah, fight
yeah.
you, motherfucker. You're a cripple. I'd win. I'm like twice your size. I just sit on you. You won't be able to breathe. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm the winner. Victorious.
See, my inability to hit women would probably be the reason you would win the fight. Not, and that's the
Oh,
only reason. Like,
so we were talking. Were you there when I was talking about this with Brandon? You know, Brandon, not you, Jorza. I don't think you were there. Oh, you might have been there. I think you. I got.
yeah, no,
All
I
right.
think I might have been. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So for some context, guys. Okay, so one of the guys we were playing with told me the other day. He said that if his girlfriend found out that he was talking to another woman, despite the fact that I'm 10 years older than him, have a boyfriend and a child, and I'm definitely not interested in him because he's 17, like, or pass. He said that if his girlfriend found out, she would shout at me and have a go at me for talking to him and then have a go at him. And I just straight up was like, get rid of her. Like, you don't need that kind of controlling, manipulative bullshit in your life. And then we got onto the subject of hitting women. And I think we've spoken about this here before. And I said, like, if a woman hits a man, sorry, they're attacking the cat. If a woman hits a man, then he is well within her right. Fucking hell. He is well within his right to hit her back. Smack a bitch. Because I don't think anybody should go into a fight expecting the other person to not retaliate. Like
natural law wise, you're correct. Yeah, like I say, for every action is an equal and opposite reaction. If a woman hits a man,
words are hard.
He's well within his right to hit her back. But that's not how I was brought up, unfortunately. So
no, it's not. But
there's one thing saying it, another thing doing it. I mean, don't get me wrong. If a woman coming with a knife and I actually felt my life was in danger, yeah, of course. But I mean,
no. But I think it's crazy. Like I think it's because when I think of feminism, I think of equality and I think of equal treatment. Like, if somebody says feminism to me, I instantly turn it to not being feminism, being all about equality. Because if I went for a job, I wouldn't want to be chosen over a man because I'm a woman, but likewise, I wouldn't want a man to be chosen over me because he's a man. Like, especially like the kind of jobs that I would be going for. Obviously, I'm not going to go and try and be a male gigolo.
This isn't a job where you're going for like a heavy lifting job. You wouldn't expect them to pick you like over a man. Like,
yeah, but you'd expect the more capable person to be chosen.
Yeah.
And I was talking about this in terms of race a few weeks ago. Then the person in the background, I'm going on a tangent here. The person that I'm about to mention may very well be lurking right now, and if she is, I will talk to you another time and you can tell me your point of view. And I apologize to my brother and his girlfriend if I'm about to start a fight in the house, if you are watching. But their housemate, I mentioned this on Jed's show, and I wasn't going to mention it here when it happened because I knew that they'd be watching then. She may or may not be here. But they were saying that you can't be racist to a white person. Now, I know that this, that's what they said. You can't be racist to a white person. Now, I've been sexually assaulted because I'm white. I have been called a honky, a cracker, and loads of other different white racial slurs. That's racist. Right.
Now, I know where cracker comes from, yeah? But what the fuck honky? I never got that one.
I don't know where cracker comes from.
Oh, whip
Oh,
cracker.
whip cracker.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I did know that. I did know that.
Honky, I never
Mum,
got.
do you know where the racial slur honky comes from? Thanks, babe. Only took you. No, you don't know. No, Mum doesn't know either.
I'm gonna Google it.
Dee's googling it. Honk honk being a pig.
Origin of.
Okay. Who's thing in the 70s? Well, it still happens now. I mean, I remember being like 17, walking down that road there by the bridge, and being shouted at through a car, "Fuck you, white honky." Yeah.
Could be something to do with honky tonk music, apparently, but
Fuck knows.
no.
But yeah, so there's about.
It's right. That's
Okay.
Yeah, no. But
right, well, you know also about the area that's close to my area where white people can't go after 9 p.m. and there's I'm told not to go after 9 p.m. There's signs up saying no whites after 9 p.m.
Wait, I think I found it.
Okay.
It.
It's because of our noses, honk honk. Look at Juno's. Could that be it? Don't know. But yeah, so she was saying that you can't be racist towards white people, and I was like, well, and this goes with equality, by the way. There's a reason for this tangent. That when you go to the black people and Asian people and all the other multi-diversity people, different ethnicities, would be chosen over me, even if we had the same qualifications. Like me, if me and a black person went for the same job, and we had the same qualifications, if we were the same person, just one was black and one was white, the black person would get the job because of ethnic diversity and them having to meet numbers in a workplace, and that isn't okay.
Yeah.
And I know that happens with women as well, that women are hired over men because of this diversity thing. And I don't think that's okay. I think people should be hired based on fucking merit. You know, I don't think you should get...
necessarily, because there are circumstances where if you're working in a team, you might want somebody that's, even though they might be better than, no, not as good as some of the other applicants, but they would fit into the team better, then this is what I mean.
That's still a merit towards them.
You should be free to pick who you want. Like, I mean...
Yeah. But that is still a merit towards them. People should be chosen on merit. That doesn't necessarily have to mean their abilities. That could be, like you say, their personality and how they can knit together within a group.
Yeah. But anyway, honky. Sorry.
Go on. You found it.
Yeah, it basically comes from back in the early 20th century or mid 20th century. People from like Pennsylvania and stuff. There were lots of Poles and Czechs and Hungarians. And the slanderous term for them was bohunks, the derogatory term for them, and that got shortened to hunky, and then that became honky. So yeah, it started off as racism towards Poles, Czechs, and Hungarians, and was basically spread to the entire white race. And yeah, so there you go.
But yeah, she says that it's prejudiced. This woman. She says that the reason that it's not racism, it's prejudice. Now, to me, that's the same thing. Racism is a branch of prejudice, same as sexism and hair colorism and ageism and all. I think it's a branch of prejudice. If you act a certain way against a certain group, you're being prejudiced. But to fine tune that, if you're acting out a certain way towards a race, white people are a fucking race, then it's fucking racist. You stupid woman.
Yes.
Yeah, she makes me so angry. Like I can't grasp.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is part of the whole white hate yourself agenda. Like, self-hating bullshit. As if we're supposed to feel guilty for something like our ancestors done and shit. Like, I mean, no. If you are truly a good person, then it doesn't.
You're gonna go back to natural law, aren't you? We've lost Chris now because we've gone back to natural law. He doesn't like it. Chris is going to be upset with you. Chris, you tell him. tell him, like, listen here, you.
It doesn't
You've
matter.
done
Like and
natural law
dislike
2
doesn't
weeks
come
in a
into that.
row. I'm waiting for Chris. Are you having issues? He's
Huh?
deep concentration face.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sense of a sentence here. Sorry,
I couldn't, so I gave up. There you go. Look, Chris, for fuck's sake, he's cross with
how
you.
they will be towards their masters the next rung up. I'm just not
no, I'm not.
it.
I didn't follow it either. But look, you've upset one of our viewers. I think you need to apologise to Chris. Doesn't want to apologise, Chris. You.
Fuck you, Chris.
Oh, poor Chris. Cooking a steak,
Chris
missed
right.
what you're on
Chris
about, to be honest. Just heard my name.
I
He was talking about
it
natural
might
law,
be a
Chris.
stretch for him to. Oh, he's cooking a steak. Oh, mind you, I had a nice chili before I came on, so I'm good.
I had a Sunday dinner because I cooked it. Made some banging roast potatoes. They were great. Oh my god, I love my roast potatoes, and I always pick out the crispiest ones.
Don't start talking about roast, because every time somebody talks about roast, I want to roast.
My potatoes are just. But I think in a bit, because I'm getting a bit peckish, I might have. I bought some, like 2 weeks ago, I bought some chocolate nut granola, and I haven't opened it yet. I might have some cereal before I go to bed. Just because this ring light gives me a fucking headache. Like, it absolutely wrecks my head. But I think I look better with the ring light than I do without it.
Well, like I say, do what I do and have it off at an angle. You know what I mean? Dano's showing his face. You can kick your butt.
I'm going to show him the butt.
Mind you, if anyone wants to see Dano, they just got to go and watch Vikings, haven't they?
Well, yeah, we said that. There's the bubs. That was the year.
Was that back when you used to have to meet in hotels and stuff, like?
Yeah. I can't remember when the one I just showed you was. It actually, they were both taken on my birthday in 2018, and that one is a sort of club. No, it's not. That's us in Wetherspoons. Actually, I lied to you. I really see-through dress on. Yeah, you could see my boobs in there. And then the other one's just in bed. I sent him to go get coffee because it was my birthday weekend, so I sent him down to the shop to get coffee, and then we had coffee in bed. Cute pies. Baggers mashed beans. I think it means bangers, not baggers. Bangers mash and beans. Is that what you had? Awesome. So we're now talking about people's dinners. Great. Sure.
See, like I say, if they did beef sausages, I could get into bangers and mash, but seeing as you can only get pork sausages,
I think they do beef.
I don't count out no pork.
Oh, they definitely do chicken sausages because they're in the halal section. No? Okay. Sorry. You could roll them in breadcrumbs and then you've got like a long chicken nugget.
No.
Like a corn. Is that what a corn dog is? What is a corn dog?
I don't know. I've never had a corn dog. I wouldn't have a clue. I imagine it's corn.
Yeah, but it's got to be meat inside, isn't it? Isn't it meat inside?
Isn't it like a wiener wrapped in some kind of
a wiener
bready substance? A hot
Babe,
wiener.
get your dick out. I need to put bread on it.
Yeah.
Wiener. Yeah, no, I've not had. Maybe, yeah, no, that makes sense. Look at yeah. I don't know.
Again,
I'd like a dog, but
we need an American to
Americans.
That,
I actually don't. Well, I don't know where some spread lies is from, but I don't believe there are any Americans here.
Bangers and mash, I'd say he's UK.
I'd say he's UK. Yeah. Yeah, he's got to be. Yeah, bangers and mash. He's got to be. What is the casing used in chicken sausages? I honestly would have no idea. I've never had them being vegan. I've just seen them in the halal aisle. Because often the halal aisle's next to the free.
I don't even know what casing they use in normal sausages, to be fair.
It's not what it used to be, because it used to be intestines, didn't it?
Well, originally, yeah, that's what it was. But I'm sure they've upgraded, like, many years ago to some synthetic something or other.
Oh, some spread lies is near me. For pork, it's a pig. No, I don't. Not
Oh, it is
all of
the test
the.
on you still. All right.
I don't think it is in all of them. No, because I used to eat. No, I don't think so. I don't know. Let's Google it.
Go on, I'll let you Google. Oh, mind your computer's slow as hell. I don't even know what to type in to find out.
Floating.
Yeah, animal intestines or skin artificial castings introduced in the early 20th century are made of collagen and cellulose. So it would be collagen and cellulose, I imagine. Yeah.
Some spread lies just put plastic now, and yet before I went vegan, there was only a few sausages that I would actually eat because everybody always raves on about Richmond sausages.
Oh no.
Richmond sausages are fucking vile.
No, look, guys, if don't eat anything that comes from Richmond's. I worked in a Richmond's food factory as was I teen or early 20s. Early on in my life, do not eat anything from Richmond's.
Good chat.
Yeah.
Okay, noted. They have a meat-free sausage now. I did try it once. It was all right, but I prefer the Linda McCartney ones. But then again, I haven't had faux meat since November.
No,
Richmond
they're not.
are ranked not even 70% poor.
Yeah, they have a very low. It's not even that. It's just the factories and stuff like worked in. Let's just say the
Hygiene.
Yeah, the hygiene, the whole, what is it, safety standards and stuff, yeah, were not withheld or held up. And yeah, it was terrible. You were always told to cut corners here, cut corners there. And yeah, it was, no.
That's not good. So the sausages that I used to have, I can't remember the name of the butchers, but there's butchers on the Coventry Road. Now I live about 2.5 miles. 2.5 miles in Birmingham is fucking far. Just so that you guys know, it will take you about 20 minutes to half an hour to travel 2.5 miles. So you may as well walk because 2.5 miles is far away. So the butchers that I used to go to was 2.5 miles away. It was on the Coventry Road. And that's where I used to get my sausages from, because I found that all the brands, like whole sausages, garbage, and I can't actually think of any sausage brands now other than Richmond and Halls. I know there's some others, but they were all garbage, so I'd always go to the butchers. And we used to eat a lot of sausages.
See, I tend to, well, when I was eating sausages, I'd go for the like finest ones, purely because they had like it wasn't just standard sausage. You could get like Cumberland, or you could get Lancashire, or there was lots of different selections that you could get in the finest, and I like to change. So
the one thing I miss, and I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, I wish I could eat that, but the thought of eating pork makes me look. Was
yeah, no, now I couldn't do pork now. Like I said, if they started bringing out beef sausages again, I'd risk the mad cow disease, because I used to love beef sausages, man.
Well, this thing that I used to make is legit. I think is the reason that I'm fat. it was, so I'd have 2 pieces of bread, cover that in cheese, cut a 2 raw sausages in half, put them on there, close the sandwich up, wrap the sandwich in bacon, and then fry the shit out of it. And that is what I used to eat all the fucking time. And I was thinking about it the other day and thinking, oh, I wish I could make a vegan version of that.
The heart
Pig
attack?
cheese sausage.
Yeah.
Blood clots. Aneurysm. Fast track to stroke. But yeah, that's what I used to eat all the time. Like, it was amazing. It was absolutely great. And I was thinking, I wish I could make a vegan version of that. But vegan sausages are alright, like they're decent. Vegan cheese, it's okay, but vegan bacon, no, just no, give up, just don't, just get rid of the thought of ever having bacon ever again if you want to become vegan, because vegan bacon just isn't a thing.
No,
You
if you want to become a vegan, eat vegetables like a
I
fucking
do.
vegan should.
I
God's
do.
sake.
No, I have. You know me. My freezer. We used to struggle to fit things in my freezer, like struggle, because at any given time there'd be 2 bags of faux meat, 2 packs of sausages. There'd be, as in mincemeat, faux mincemeat. There'd be 2 packs of faux chicken, and that was kind of the week. And then we'd have like a bag of chips in there, maybe a loaf of bread as well. And just loads of stuff in the freezer. Whereas now, the only thing that me and Dan have in the freezer is I have a really large box of face masks that's frozen, and some broad beans. That's all that's in the freezer. That's mine and Dan's. All the rest of it is my mum's, crammed in there. So because we just don't freeze things anymore. If we freeze something, sorry, we don't buy frozen food anymore. If we freeze something, it's something that I've made for later on in the week. Yeah.
Well, so I do eat the occasional like cheese pizza. Like sometimes I pick up a Goodfellas or something like that. So yeah, I do. It's not like I say, I'm still not like into that health kick I was talking about yet. So
terrible.
Yeah, pretty much anything.
See, if we eat pizza, we just order from Papa John's because it's just better. Just takeaway pizza is just so much better than not takeaway pizza than frozen pizza.
I've got I wish because pizza's the most expensive takeaway to get, like really for a single person anyway. Like, I mean, I can't just eat a little 9-inch pizza. That's like, so I'm not going to touch. I know I'm skinny, but that's not going to fucking touch. So I've got to order the like 12-inch fucking deep pan because I don't like thin and crispy. And yeah, I'll eat most of it. Don't get me wrong. I'll probably only leave a slice or two at most, but yeah, it's an expensive thing just for myself. So.
Yeah, our order comes to £50, but Papa John's always have a 50% off, so it's between 25 and 29 for us two, and then Wagamama's is £30.
No, I go to Pizza King. Sorry, yeah, Pizza King. I don't know whether it's a big chain or not, but
the smaller chains that aren't like Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, none of them have vegan cheese, and a pizza's not pizza if you don't have cheese on it, whether it's vegan cheese or cow cheese or goat cheese. You know, you see a lot of pizzas with feta on it now. It's just not right. And yeah, we have thin crust. Thin crust is better. It tastes better.
No, I like deep pan myself. So
I find that the dough's not always cooked all the way through. With deep pan, I don't like that doughy.
The reason, I go where I go is because I've tried a lot of places and this one just gets it right every time. Never had a complaint. And it's just amazing because he don't put the toppings on top of the cheese either. He puts all the toppings on and then puts the cheese on top.
Well, that's
so
how
when you're
pizza
eating
is.
it, no. Most of the pizza places around here, they put the cheese and stuff on, then stick all the toppings on top.
Well, they don't know how to cook pizza.
Yeah, no, I want it sealed in the cheese, like.
Yeah, because otherwise you get burnt veggies and stuff, and burnt whatever topping you're having. The only time that works is when, well, I guess pepperoni was better under the cheese as well, because otherwise you'd get those pools of fat inside the pepperoni.
Yes, I can't even do pepperoni anymore though. So yeah.
Can you not? Make you feel sick.
Pork, isn't it?
Well, I know it's pork, but I mean, sometimes you just pretend to yourself like I do with Maltesers. Although I actually haven't been. I have actually been 100% vegan. Oh no, that's a lie. When I went to work, I actually they stopped buying oat milk, obviously, because I'm not there. So I did have a cup of tea with cow's milk in it twice, but I was parched and I couldn't go to the shop in the middle of my shift.
But you didn't feel too well after that, to be fair, either.
I didn't feel well after my shift anyway. I mean, well, you know, I'm not talking about it on here, online, but you know how I felt. Yeah. Yeah. I might do a private show for just the viewer, for the people who usually watch it, and then delete it if anybody actually wants to know what I'm talking about. Might do a quick like 10-minute show on my channel, live show, and then talk to you about it, and then delete it straight after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Schedule it for a bit so people know that it's up and coming, right?
Yeah. Thick pizza hurts the next day, you know, Japanese flag tushy. What? Oh. Is it? Oh, no.
Yeah, the Japanese flag, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's not good. That's not what
Red
you
ring.
want.
No, see, the pizza doesn't give me red ring or anything. Like, so I don't really get any adverse effects from when I eat, like, even spicy food and stuff. I never really got the whole burning ring the next day and stuff. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes I
It's
have a
just
bit of
my
a belly ache or something, but yeah, never the burning ring. So.
It's just my tongue. Well, you know about my tongue, don't you? Did I show you my tongue the other day?
Yeah,
Geographical tongue.
possibly.
Let me see how it looks, and I'll show you. Get a mirror.
Oh no! Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
You
Yes,
do.
you did.
You know,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
don't know. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. I'll show you.
See, that's what a smoker's tongue looks like, funnily enough. Because smokers get that fur on their tongue, don't they?
See, this isn't a fur. This is that bit.
Yeah.
Is burnt off. All that part of my tongue is burnt off. So the I touched it. Feels weird. If I eat overly salty food or spicy food, it just melts my tongue, and I absolutely love it. I sit there and I lick the sriracha bottle. I sit there and eat the sriracha out the bottle because it tastes good, you know, because it's fucking crazy. But I absolutely love spicy food, and then like I can't kiss properly. I can't do the thing, you know, properly because it fucking hurts. So, yeah.
So whenever you suggest that type of food, Dano's like, no, not tonight, not tonight. Do that another night.
Yeah, he gets so annoyed because he doesn't like spicy food. And I'll sit there and I'll be like, oh no, I'm gonna have this really spicy one, and he's like, oh, okay. But it doesn't hurt right now because I haven't eaten anything spicy today. But I had terrible. I've been really healthy, and then on Friday I had to do a thing that we're not talking about, and I came back and I was really tired when we left the thing that we were doing, and I was just like, I want a pot noodle. So I had a Bombay Bad Boy pot noodle, and Tan was just like, well, this has just ruined my evening, you bitch, because even though like spicy food doesn't taste spicy, like I have a really high spice tolerance, but my tongue starts to sting, like the bit that's red starts to sting.
Yeah.
Hi, D and Cakes and all. Hello, Dagan. How are you, my friend?
Hello, Dagan. How's it going, man? So I'm just restarting the computer. I lost the internet.
You lost the internet again. Terrible. Despicable behaviour. But yeah, so can't eat spicy. Well, I say I can't. I shouldn't eat spicy food, but I do eat spicy food.
Yeah. No, so I don't anymore. Like again, but that's more because I'm still afraid that even though I've kind of like minimized my gastric reflux now, I mean, I used to suffer big time. So.
Yeah, no, yeah. The only time I used to get heartburn was when I lived at my dad's, but that was because we drink a bottle of whiskey a night. So that's why I got that as soon as I stopped drinking whiskey. So if I drink a lot of whiskey, and I love whiskey, whiskey's delightful. What a way to explain whiskey. I love it. Like the pub that I used to go to, I used to go to Stratford College, and there was a pub called Cross Keys, and it's this really nice, like, I don't want to say grungy because that makes it sound bad, but it's like bare wood, kind of bare bones kind of pub that like a lot of like old blokes used to go and drink in. But I loved it
like
because
a
you go
local,
there.
Like.
Yeah, it was like a local, but it was very small. But I loved going there because I've said this before, I was tiny and I was really, really attractive when I was like 17, 18, and I was really thin and still had big boobs. So I'd get hit on in every pub I'd go into, except for this one pub called Cross Keys, whereas the old men kind of saw me as their daughter, kind of a daughter kind of figure. So they looked after me. Like if a bloke came and started trying to hit on me, like he'd be kicked out straight away. But I'd walk into this pub and originally the barkeep would be like, bells and coke, and I'd be like, my man knows. He knows. But I was 17 then. Whoops. It's illegal. You okay, dear?
I don't know many people that start drinking after the age of 18, to be fair.
No, I don't know many people, so I'm helping Dan find a. Well, I need the other two, so. There's a wire here, Dan.
Well, to be fair, I don't mind winding it up. Like I say, I am absolutely exhausted. We are.
You are
just
exhausted.
now. So...
Well, we could do this online, which you're probably not going to. But oh, hang on, your missus is sending me a message. Hold up.
Yeah.
BBC Man Love. Oh, she's sending me some whiskey. Well, no, a picture of some whiskey. I'll watch that later too. Surname allowed on here? It's on here now.
Huh?
Sorry, fight me. I don't know if we've called your missus by her name, because I usually call her your missus.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I think I've said Tiff before. Yeah.
Well, if you
Pretty
do
sure,
know,
but if not on this stream, on mine at least, anyway. Yeah.
Okay. That's all right.
Yeah, she doesn't mind. Like I say, she doesn't mind people knowing she exists. She just doesn't want to come on camera herself.
She came on camera with me though, but I'm special.
Yeah, well, that was a private chat. So.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm special.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was when I was telling you about my dream, wasn't it? That was when I was telling. I can't remember what the dream was, but I remember phoning you about my dream because I was all freaked out.
It's a precog dream. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Because I'd had a
dream
a while ago, and then the thing that was in the dream happened, and I was like, "Oh, that's my first one." I haven't had another one since. I'm upset.
No. Well, now you found out about them, you will probably have more. It's like lucid dreaming as well. Apparently, when people find out about lucid dreaming, they start lucid dreaming and stuff, right? I mean, yeah.
The weirdest dream that ever happened to me. Well, the weirdest dream that I want to talk about that ever happened to me was when I was pregnant with Freddie, and I had a lot of people. I was 19 when I was pregnant with Freddie, and a lot of people in my friend group was telling me to have an abortion, and that's not me. Like I don't want to say I'm pro-abortion because I'm not 100% pro-abortion. I don't think abortion should be used for birth control, which is what a lot of people use it for. But I do think there are circumstances where people can have them. So anyway, a lot of my friends were telling me to have an abortion. My mum was freaking out. My dad was freaking out. Like my whole family was like going crazy, and they were making me feel more nervous. And I wasn't worried at all, really, consciously worried. But then I had this dream where all my teeth crumbled up, and I googled it, and Google said that's because you feel like your life is getting out of control, and that's one of the biggest dreams.
What you were pregnant at the time, and when another thing about teeth crumbling and stuff is literally dental hygiene. It's a pre-warning of dental hygiene, and when you're pregnant, your body's basically leaching all stuff away, and your dental hygiene will go down the tubes. So it's just one of the real bad effects of pregnancy is, yeah.
Yeah, I did notice that when I was pregnant, my teeth...
David. We're all going to die, mate, sorry.
Where did he say this?
Yeah, I came in late. Did Fearporn win, or we're all going to die? Yeah.
Neither.
But yeah, no, it's Fearporn, mate. It's, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, what I was going to say was... I did notice when I was pregnant, I was drinking a lot of decaf tea because obviously you're not supposed to have caffeine, and my teeth did go more discoloured. And I think that's because my teeth became more porous.
I can't remember the exact science behind it. I just know when you're pregnant, your body's reaching for resources of your own system and stuff, so it's not getting to where it needs to get all the time.
You're not absorbing all the calcium you should be and stuff. Yeah.
And it's like when they say like you're eating for two, you're not really eating for two. You're like just trying to keep your own fucking self alive while you're growing this life in you. Yeah.
Or like, all the doctors told me, like, people will say you're eating for two now, but you're not. But remember that you're not eating for two. You take the nutrients for two.
Yeah.
Vitamins for two. Cool. Did you want to end it now then, dude? Because I know you're.
Yeah.
Are you going to bed?
No, I probably will. Like I said, I probably will get on the Xbox for a little while, but
Yeah.
I'm just so blur, if you know what I mean. Like I
We'll
said,
swap platforms.
we have got to just chit chat now, and it. Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, it's,
Yeah. No, I'd like to turn my ring light off because my eyes hurt.
yeah, yeah. Well, there you go then. And yeah, and like,
My head hurts.
no, I am exhausted.
You're
Yeah,
a
I've had
pussy,
a
is what you're trying to
blur
say.
few days. I really have. Like I say, I mean, I explained to you before we got on why and stuff, but I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, I'm just a bit.
And yesterday as well, like how much you played yesterday has to have taken it out of you.
I
Because
needed it.
both
Yeah,
of us
yeah. No,
were
I
on the
needed.
majority of the day.
Yeah, yeah. I needed
And
my
then
mind
you're
to
on late with Jed.
so, yeah,
Not
yeah.
that we're blaming Jed. I mean,
No, no,
I'm
definitely not blaming Jed this time. No, no, I would have been destroyed no matter what tonight. But yeah.
because he's a pussy.
Man up!
Because he's a right wing asshole.
Yeah. Well, I
Okay,
am
then,
of the
guys.
Aryan race. I am superior.
Oh my god. No. French fuck.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you in the chat. Thank you for having a great day. That doesn't make sense. I hope you have a good week. And we will see you next week.
Yes. We'll see you next Sunday, 9 p.m. And hopefully I'll be a bit more with it. And yeah. But still, we had a pretty good go at it, to be fair. Like I said, it did actually become a 1 versus 1 me tonight, didn't it? Because
it did become a 1 versus 1 me. Yeah, I know. Yeah. 1 versus 1 me. Yeah. 1v1 me, bro. 1v1 me.
Anyway, yes. Yeah, no, thank you all. And we'll catch you next week.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day, week. Bye.
Bye.